Module 2. Why you must invest. Now, I could tell you investing is important, but that won't really sink in. So instead, let me show you through a story. I'm going to introduce you to someone named Rahul, and we'll follow his financial journey from age 25 to 85. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why the returns you generate on your money can mean the difference between a comfortable retirement and running out of money. This is going to be eye-opening. Meet Rahul. He's 25 years old, just like many of you might be, or maybe you were Rahul a few years ago. He's earning 10 lakhs a year, a decent starting salary in India. His earnings will grow at about 10% per year as his career progresses. His expenses start at 6 lakhs per year and will also grow, but slightly slower at 8% per year. He plans to work until he's 55. That's 30 years of working life. Whatever he doesn't spend, he saves and invests. Now let's see what happens to Rahul based on what returns he generates on his investments. First scenario, Rahul keeps his savings in a regular savings account, earning just 5% per year. This is what most Indians do, right? Keep money in the bank and feel safe. Well, here's the reality. Rahul works hard for 30 years, retires at 55. Initially, his retirement corpus lasts him. But by age 63, just 8 years into retirement, Rahul runs out of money. He still has potentially 20 to 25 years of life left, but no money. He becomes dependent on others. This is the fate of millions of Indians who don't invest properly. Second scenario, Rahul puts his money in fixed deposits earning 8% per year. This is better than a savings account, and many Indians trust FDs. With 8% returns, Rahul's situation improves significantly. His money lasts until age 74. That's 11 more years of financial independence compared to the savings account scenario. But it's still not enough. If Rahul lives to 85 or 90, which is increasingly common with better healthcare, he'll still face several years without money. Fixed deposits are safe, but they might not be sufficient for a long retirement. Third scenario, Rahul invests in a balanced portfolio, earning 10 to 11% per year. This includes a mix of equity mutual funds and fixed income funds. Now watch what happens. At 10% returns, Rahul's money lasts until age 88, almost his entire expected lifespan. But here's the magical part. At just 11% returns, Rahul achieves what we call financial freedom. His money never runs out. He can live comfortably, leave an inheritance for his children, and never worry about money. The difference between being broke at 63 and being financially free forever is just 6% per year in returns. Let that sink in. Look at this comparison chart. At 5% returns, broke at 63. At 8% returns, money lasts to 74. At 10% returns, money lasts to 88. At 11% returns, financially free forever. The difference between the worst and best scenario is just 6% per year in returns. But that 6% means the difference between poverty and freedom. This is why where you invest matters so much. This is why you need to learn about equity, mutual funds, and building a proper portfolio. Your future literally depends on it. So what determines whether you end up financially free or struggling? 4 key things. First, the age you start. Starting at 25 versus 35 is a massive difference because of compounding. If you're young, you have a considerable advantage. Use it. Second, the gap between your income growth and expense growth. The bigger this gap, the more you can save and invest. Third, the returns you generate. As we just saw, even small differences matter hugely over 30 to 40 years. And fourth, discipline. Actually sticking to your investment plan through good times and bad. You have control over all 4. Let me share some real Indian examples. Do you know that if you had invested just 10,000 rupees in Infosys when it listed in 1993, it would be worth over 5 crores today? Or If you had invested in HDFC Bank in 1995, your money would have multiplied over 600 times. Even the Nifty 50 index has given about 12% annual returns over the last 20 years. Of course, past performance doesn't guarantee future returns, but the point is, equity investments in good Indian companies have created enormous wealth for patient investors. The question is, will you be one of them? Module 2. Summary. Your financial future is determined by when you start, how much you save, what returns you generate, and your discipline. The difference between 5% and 11% returns can mean the difference between poverty and financial freedom. Compounding is incredibly powerful over long periods. Start early, invest wisely, stay disciplined. Remember, this is education, not advice. Past performance doesn't guarantee future returns. But understanding these concepts puts you ahead of 90% of people. Now, let's explore where you can invest in Module 3.